My guest loves playing a variety of games ranging from survivals to RPGs and more. Tonight we're going to talk about his favorite games, things he loves, as well as a new segment that I've added. This is the first episode of the new segment. Um, it's a bit like a confessional, and of course we have our usual mental health segment. He is so welcoming, lovely, and fun to watch. Please welcome Matrix, aka 777ATRiiX, the double eyes. There's like two eyes in the name. To this new episode. Welcome, Matrix.
How's everyone doing?
I hope you guys will enjoy this episode. And the first thing I ask before I start is, how are you doing today?
Good. I woke up, we played some Schedule 1, now I'm just making a pizza for a snack, and we're chilling.
Nice. I kind of dabbled into Schedule 1 lately, and I can tell you I am really addicted to this game.
Oh man, the first time I played it, all of a sudden it was 2 a.m. and I worked the next day at 6 a.m. and I was like, oh, not this.
Yeah, I basically just lose track of time collecting garbage, turning it into money, and I did something where I'm gonna say I used one thing that's like a third-party app just to remove the curfew because I don't want to get caught by the cops. It's a hassle. It's funny, but it's a hassle. Just that, no curfew, no nothing. Basically, I'm doing the rest normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a third-party app yet for that game.
There is. It's kind of like a mod thing.
Kind of like the repo mods are?
No, it's called it's like a software you download that lets you, it's WeMod. I don't know if you've heard of WeMod.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see ads for WeMod everywhere.
Oh yeah. Okay, so can you tell us about how you discovered Twitch, how you decided to become a streamer, and a little bit about the channel, please?
So I discovered Twitch probably when it first came out. I've always wanted to be a streamer, and I just never had the means to. Since I was probably early high school, maybe just getting out of elementary school. I've always wanted to make YouTube, but I just never had the means. I used to have a YouTube channel where I would take my camera and film the TV screen, so just the worst quality videos.
What did you mean by that? Like you film the TV screen as in doing what?
Yeah, like I took a video camera and I had a clip editor on the TV through the game.
Oh.
So I would replay the clip and then I would just video it with my camera.
Okay.
And that, so I kind of got out of doing that, and then just last year I got a PC and then finally had the means to actually start doing it.
That's good. Can you tell me a bit about the channel, please, as well?
Channel, I do a lot of variety games. I do main Dark and Darker. That's my thing. I like to go be a barbarian and bonk everyone. We do spicy challenges. We got some other things coming up, like some IRL smoke. So just a lot of spicy. We're all about supporting others in the channel.
Yeah, kind of like what I do here, like networking and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I love networking. I love helping out smaller streamers. Anyone that's not affiliate, I'll try to help them out, get them affiliated, help them reach their goals.
Yeah, kind of like same thing as I'm doing, kind of. Okay. There's a question that might or was intriguing me. Where did the name Matrix come from, and why is it spelled like that?
So I was always Matrix. My first ever one was Matrix, but it was spelled normal Matrix, and it was 360. But the only ever reason I had that name is because on the PS3 you couldn't name your account with a number first.
That's weird.
So once I got yeah, but the whole 777 thing is it's kind of like that leet speed where it's L33T or whatever.
Oh, so and the 777 also kind of looks like an M if you look at it in a certain way.
Yeah. I think it's just leet speak because that's such an old thing, and a lot of people forget that even existed.
Yeah. Okay, so do you remember what was the first game you ever streamed when you started on Twitch?
On Twitch, the first game I streamed was Borderlands 2.
Oh wow, immediately on the second, not even the first.
Yeah. Well, I when I started streaming, I just finished my Borderlands 1 playthrough, so I was like, yeah, I'm not going back to that
Oh yeah.
again.
Yeah, I've played through Borderlands 1. Well, not finished it yet, but like I was doing a playthrough with one of my Aussie friends and mods, but the ping is so tedious there. Like I press the space bar to jump, and there's a second delay between the jump and that, or like I'm probably like a split second, which is very annoying, because like if you're doing something, it doesn't do it on the spot. Yeah.
Yeah, Borderlands has always been my like go-to. I have like probably 8 Funko Pops, the claptrap popcorn bucket. I got a tattoo of the vault symbol saying "No
Oh
rest for the
wow.
wicked" right on my arm.
Oh wow. Okay. So, are you excited for the fourth one coming this year?
I'm so excited. I was excited for the movie. Like I know a lot of people hated on that movie. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, I kind of tried watching the movie. The movie was okay. They didn't like pay justice to the franchise as it should have been.
Yeah, I think they could have did a little bit more with some of the guns, maybe some more CGI effects, but I think the acting itself, like most of those people kind of nailed those roles.
Yeah, yeah. But did you also know that Take-Two Entertainment, who is also the publisher or the owner of Rockstar Games, like Take-Two Entertainment, is the one that
Oh
publishes
yeah.
Borderlands?
I thought it was 2K.
2K, yeah, but I think if you Google it, like it says Take-Two Entertainment, like hold on, Borderlands Take-Two. It says here it is a developer. It's like it's yeah, which 2K is owned by Take-Two Entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I actually did not know that.
I kind of was doubtful about 2K, but then like, okay, so 2K owns or Take-Two owns 2K, but like THQ used to make the wrestling games, so basically we're under the same umbrella now, like GTA and wrestling and those 2K games.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the best and worst experience you've had in a game?
Best and worst experience. Um, this is actually super funny. When I was a kid, the old Surf's Up game, I struggled so hard, and it was just like I couldn't get past this one mission. It was just like I was staying up. It was like 3 a.m. I was like maybe in elementary school, and I just couldn't beat this mission for the life of me. So I went to bed, woke up in the morning. The first thing I did is turn on that mission and try it. And aced it first try, and I was like, oh my god. That was probably the best gaming experience I ever had. Just that moment of like, oh, it finally happened. The worst is Call of Duty.
I can see why. I can see why. I
Yeah.
don't enjoy that game, let alone most, if not like 95% of first-person shooters. And there are some first-person games that I don't enjoy, but there are also some exceptions. Like, okay, I know Schedule 1 is first-person, and I know I said like I don't enjoy first-person that much, but there are exceptions. Like Minecraft is first-person. Grounded is first-person, but you can play in third-person, for example.
That's kind of how I feel. I can do a lot of shooter games. Like I'm not the biggest fan of shooters, but I'll play them just to play with friends. But yeah, Call of Duty is one of those games I will not like. The only way I'll hop on a Call of Duty game is for zombies, because if I play multiplayer, my controller is gonna break and my TV
Yeah.
is gonna have a controller through it again.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. I used to watch one of my friends on Discord play that, and they did Plunder, and I was like, how can you handle the people in this game? She was like, I don't know, I just don't answer them. But anyways, um, so um, you mostly do a variety of games, but what other games that are kind of out of your comfort zone, or like kind of probably you have like these games planned for the future? What are you planning on doing later that's different than what you're doing now?
RuneScape Dragon Wilds, it's like I used to go hard on like old school RuneScape way back in the day. And like
Yeah.
I'm not a big survival game fan. The only survival game I've ever actually gotten into is 7 Days to Die, and only for the sole fact that you can do the quests.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I
I'm
like
kind of
zombie
excited for
games.
that runes.
I like zombie games. I like but I really am bothered. Like, why are most zombie games? I say most because like what's it called? Um, Dead Rising is third person and it's a zombie game. But like, why do most zombie games have to be like first person? I know that there are others like probably DayZ or something that are third person, but still, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they could do a lot better on some zombie aspects. It's that and like Dead Rising, Dead Island, like all those kind of games are low key kind of similar.
But Dead Rising is more on the adult comedy side, where like in the second Dead Rising game, you could literally use a dildo to hit zombies with.
Remember that? And you could put nails in the dildo too.
Oh yeah, I streamed that last year. I really want to go back and at least try and play through the third one and the fourth one. But the problem is like no, I don't think any of my friends have any of these games because it's it's not quite fun playing them on your own. It kind of get some parts like some games require you to have like two or more people at least for some missions, which is what I encountered playing Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Like, there was a part where I couldn't get past it alone, and I needed at least someone with me.
Yeah, I feel that. There's a couple games that I used to play. Like I used to be really into that Elder Scrolls Online game until my friends quit, and then it was kind of like it just without friends on some of those online games, it's just like you're just running an online game solo, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah, yeah, but as I said, like some missions require you to have people with you. But what are your limits in your streams? Like, for example, besides graphic artist bots, what could probably potentially piss you off? What's the big no-no? What's allowed in chat? What isn't?
Don't come in my stream simping. Like people coming in there like going all flirty with each other. I know some people have like certain commands. Like I'm okay with some commands, but I've seen some pretty wild commands.
Yeah,
And I just like I'm all for like the slap, the spank, whatever. Like those commands are kind of funny, but like I've seen some pretty rough commands. I've seen people go into streams and just like they're like dropping panty emotes, asking just the most vulgar things to women, and it's like, don't come into my stream doing that.
yeah,
Don't simp over women in my stream. Don't come in there thinking like I'm a fucking Tinder site. I'm not a Tinder site.
yeah. Fair. I mean, I allow it in my stream, like if you're simping about me, or like if you're giving adult remarks to me, I don't mind that, because I give the people that space, because I feel like it's okay. Just I don't mind these, and as long as it's targeted towards
Yeah.
me with no hate, like okay, thirst about me, like I don't mind, but like don't target it towards someone who doesn't want it to be targeted at them. And basically, as I said like before in other episodes, my stream is 18 plus, but it's also 21 plus because of those comments, you know.
And like I feel that like I don't mind if people make comments towards me in my stream, but like it's when they target your chat And it's
Yeah.
like, and all of a sudden you see your chat starting to get uncomfortable, and they're like, oh, and then you start seeing people leave, and it's like, hey, like you need to either go because like this isn't happening.
Yeah. So how many hours per day or week in general do you spend on Twitch?
Which I do for Tuesdays, Thursdays, I normally stream. I do some surprise streams on like the other 3 days, and then weekends I stream. And then my Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I normally sit there and I network, try to get into people who go into mine, get to know other new streamers.
Yeah, but also you gotta keep in mind the time zones. Sometimes, like me, I kind of sometimes miss your streams because of like
Yeah, I've been missing your streams because you stream right when I'm at work, so I always got to pull you up on the job site.
yeah, it's not like I don't want to go there or I don't want to be there. It's more like time zones. So some people stopped kind of like showing up to my streams because of them thinking that I stopped supporting them. No, some people have shifted their times. Like for example, I told my friend the other day, like you used to stream at like 11 a.m. my time, which is a time I can be there, but sometimes like at some point she shifted her streams and she started doing like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. streams. I know she's in Australia, but like, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I have a couple of people from the UK, and I miss a lot of people's streams that I actually do want to go into due to work, because while I'm working,
Yeah.
it's their afternoon now, so now they're off work, they're all streaming now.
Yeah, to the new people out there who just started streaming and are listening to us, or probably are thinking about streaming, what's one advice you want to give them?
What's one advice? Don't be shy in the community. Like, don't go in to people's streams and just send an emote and then not say anything. Like, get to know people, because getting to know people is going to benefit you. The more you chat and get to know and, ask questions, like what other games do these streamers you're watching play? What are their interests? All that. The more you get to know these people, the more friendships you'll make along the way, and the more growth you'll get.
Yeah,
Because then those
100%.
people will actually want to shout you out. They'll see you in there and they'll get excited, being like, "Oh man, this guy's coming to chat with me some more."
Yeah, and this is what I kind of told my friends and mods. Sometimes some of them got demotivated about streaming because of like we don't have that many people in our channels, and I was like, networking gets you there. But then a friend reached out to me the other day saying like he networks, but he still doesn't get the amount of people. I'm like, I really don't know how to answer this, honestly.
Yeah, there's also some people where you're networking and you feel like you're getting that interaction from them, and then it's not. I find a lot of times that like you'll know when it's working, because like a lot of people, even when I'm networking, they'll follow me while they're still streaming. They'll just be like, "Oh man, I gotta drop you a follow, like you're dope," and they'll follow me while they're streaming. That's how you know it's working.
Yeah, but there's one thing you need to know, guys, as well. Like, don't do it as follow for follow. Let it be genuine, because follow for follow is different than support for support. Follow for follow is also against Twitch TOS recently, and I've had someone come into my channel at some point. They were following one of my mods for a while, since 2022. They came in 2024. They were like chatting with me, and then at some point they dropped a text in channel saying like, "Hey, do you know that I could help you elevate your channel?" I'm like, oh, nope. This is where I draw the line. I'm nice and friendly, but at least DM me this. They kind of sent something similar. I don't remember if it was in chat or in whispers, actually. I don't want to be giving false information, but I remember this happening. And then they tried, I tried telling them not to do that, and they did it again, so I had to just ban them. Especially, that ban happened especially after they did !Discord in my other mod's channel. And my mod sent me a screenshot of that happening, but there was no link that showed up when they did exclamation mark Discord. So I was like, nope, that's vile. I don't want it. Ban.
Yeah, the follow for follow, I find being a problem because all these people will follow, and then people who do follow for follows, they're still stuck at non-affiliate because yes, you can follow every single person who follows you back, but that's not going to help you get viewers in your channel.
100%, yeah. Especially if you expect something from people that, for example, like for affiliate, you need at least 5 concurrent viewers. Like you need to have the average of 5 viewers at least, or 3 viewers in like 7 different streams during 1 month to get affiliate, at least. Like more than, other than the 50 followers, other than the amount of hours you need to stream for actually. Now we're done with segment 1. I'm gonna flip them. I'm gonna do segment 3 first. For segment 3, can you either pull up a notepad or have like something to write them down? If you can, please.
Yeah.
This is the gaming segment.
Hold up here.
Okay. I will explain a bit about what the game is in the meantime. So I've added a few little mini games to play. First one is similar to Kill, Marry, Sleep With. Have you played Kill, Marry, Sleep With before?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this one is called Play, Delete, Uninstall. In this mini game, I will name a set of 3 games each time. You'll have to tell me which one you'd play, which one you'd delete from existence, and which one you'd uninstall. And that also includes the whole franchise. By uninstall, I mean you could play it one time all the way to the end, but you are never allowed to go back to it afterwards. Or consider it like a demo. You play it for a while, you like it, you play it all the way through, and then never come back to it. Delete, on the other hand, it's gone. Gone for everyone. Gone forever. Gone from everywhere. No one has any memory of it. No one is even allowed to look for it on abandonware and pirate softwares or pirate sites. It just doesn't exist anymore. You have 3 jokers. Sometimes I up them to 4 that allow you to either delete all of the games during one of the questions or keep all of them. You cannot uninstall or keep/delete to, for example, like let's say A, B, C. You cannot delete A, keep B, C. You cannot delete B, C, and keep A. You're also free to skip any of these if you feel stuck or if you blank out on one. You could have a look at your later on. You could have, for example, like a look at Google if you don't know the game or if you've never heard of it. Alright, shall we begin?
Okay. Yep.
Alright. Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, and Battlefield.
Delete Counter-Strike. Uninstall Battlefield, play Call of Duty.
Okay. Apex, Fortnite, Valorant.
Play Fortnite. Uninstall Valorant. Delete Apex.
Okay. Now we have Marvel Rivals, Overwatch 2, and PUBG.
Keep Marvel Rivals. Uninstall Overwatch 2. Delete PUBG.
Okay. Here's the tricky one. Borderlands, Metal Gear franchise, and Far Cry.
Uninstall. What was the third one? Far Cry?
Yeah, we have Borderlands, Metal Gear franchise, and Far Cry.
Uninstall Far Cry and delete Metal Gear.
Okay. We have Tom Clancy's The Division, Cyberpunk 2077, and Rainbow Six Siege.
Cyberpunk. Uninstall Division. Uninstall Siege. Delete keep Division and delete the other one.
Okay, Cyberpunk. So we have Destiny 2, we have Once Human, and The First Descendant.
Keep Destiny 2. Uninstall The First Descendant, delete the other one.
Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, Diablo.
Keep Diablo. Uninstall Baldur's Gate. Delete the other one.
Delete Elden Ring. Okay. So now we are still in the Souls-like aspect. We have Lies of P, we have the first Berserker Kazan, and we have Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Skip this one. I don't know any of those games.
Okay. You could use a Joker if you'd like, but we can skip it. Okay. Bloodborne, Lords of the Fallen, Black Myth Wukong. Still in the Souls-like.
Black Myth Wukong keep. What was the first one? Uninstall Bloodborne and then delete the other one.
Okay. We have Quake, Doom, and the Elder Scrolls series.
Keep the Elder Scrolls series. Uninstall Doom, delete Quake.
Okay. We have the Fallout series, Dead Space, and Mass Effect.
Keep the Fallout series. Uninstall Dead Space. Yeah, delete that one.
Delete Mass Effect. Okay. We are in the horror aspect now of the game with Daisy, The Forest, and The Quarry.
Keep the Forest. Uninstall Daisy. Delete the other one.
Okay. Dead Island, Left 4 Dead, Dying Light.
Keep Dead Island. Uninstall Left 4 Dead. Delete Dying Light.
Okay. Phasmophobia, Demonologist, and Devour.
Oh, I want to use a Joker here. I want to keep them all because those are all on my wish list other than Phasmo because I've already played it.
Fair. Some people have told me today that they don't enjoy Phasmo anymore because I told them like I agree because Phasmo is becoming a bit more like I know that there are a lot of repetitive games but like Phasmo is very predictable. Demonologist can give you really good jump scares and there's another one that I recommend you try. Forewarned. If you can add it, it's like
Forewarned is the Egyptian one, right? My
yeah.
buddy recommended me that game and I've been wanting to play that one as well.
Oh yeah. Keep an eye out. I might do giveaways of that starting at the other half of May because I'm gonna there's gonna be marble races during the stream. I'm gonna do a Grand Prix and whoever wins, like 3 people will win. They will win like keys for games, so different games.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. Now we have Repo, Lethal Company, Sketchy's Contract.
Keep Repo, uninstall Lethal Company, delete the contract.
Yeah, I highly recommend you check out Sketchy's Contract, by the way.
Is it good? I've never heard of it.
It's Lethal Company, but with less eye-hurty graphics. You know, like you go kill monsters, collect stuff, and everything you sell, you get like coins for it, or like I don't know what they call them, like gotcha coins, gotcha points, and these you can exchange at the claw machine. You can get plushies, you can get like I don't know what they're called, weapon charms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next up we have Alan Wake, Resident Evil, The Evil Within.
Keep the Evil Within, uninstall the second one, and then delete Alan Wake.
Okay, so Evil Within delete it or uninstall because we had Alan Wake, Resident Evil, and The Evil Within.
Okay, yeah, no, uninstall Resident Evil, keep Evil Within, uninstall Alan Wake.
Okay. Next up we have Dead by Daylight, TCM or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game, which is a game that blew up and now it's dead, sadly.
Delete the clowns, uninstall Texas Chainsaw, keep Dead by Daylight.
Okay. Dead Rising, Mortuary Assistant, and The Walking Dead.
Keep Mortuary Assistant. Man, those jump scares are wild in that game. Uninstall... What were the other two? Uninstall Dead Rising, delete Walking Dead.
Okay. Project Zomboid, The Last of Us, 7 Days to Die.
Keep 7 days. Uninstall Last of Us. Delete Zomboid.
Okay. Little Nightmares, the Alien series, and Silent Hills.
Keep Silent Hills. Delete or uninstall the Alien series. Delete the other one.
Okay. Now we're done with the horror aspect. We have kind of community or co-op games. We have Monster Hunter series, Enshrouded, and the Ark games.
Keep. Wait, repeat those again.
The Monster Hunter series, Enshrouded, and Ark games.
Delete Ark. Delete Ark. I can't stand Ark. That's the worst. That's the most grindy survival game ever. Keep the second one.
Yeah.
And then uninstall
Enshrouded.
first.
Yeah, Enshrouded, and then uninstall the Monster Hunter series. Fair.
Yeah.
We have Fall Guys, Party Animals, Split Fiction.
Uninstall Fall Guys. Delete Split Fiction. Keep Party Animals.
Okay. Disney Dreamlight Valley, Inzoi, and The Sims.
Keep Inzoi. Delete Sims. Uninstall the other one.
Okay, Disney Dreamlight Valley. Pal World, Pokemon, Palia.
Keep Pokemon. Uninstall Palia. Delete Pal World.
Okay. Next up we have Valheim, Stardew Valley, and Minecraft.
Keep Minecraft. Uninstall Stardew. Delete the last.
Okay. Next up we have Just Cause, GTA, and Saints Row.
Keep Saints Row. Uninstall GTA. Delete Just Cause.
Okay. Next up we have the last two with Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, and Tomb Raider.
Keep Assassin's Creed. Uninstall Uncharted. Delete Tomb Raider.
Okay, the final three are Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, and Persona.
Delete Persona. Uninstall Final Fantasy. Keep Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. The next game is called Rename the Game. It's a very fun game. The goal of this mini game simply consists of changing one word from a game title, which the game you should have like 2 or more words in the title to be able to replace one word from the name title or the game title with the given word. For example, let's say the word is I don't know, Discord, for example. We will take turns for 2 minutes. Let's say Discord Bean, and then you say let's say Discord or Alan Discord, and then you would say Grand Theft Discord. Then I would say the Discord Descendant, and so on. It's all improvised. You can check your Steam. You could check the game library you have, and if I said, for example, Assassin's Discord Mirage, you could say Assassin's Discord 3, for example. Like, we could use the same franchise more over and over. Today's word is Matrix. Let me pull up my phone with the timer, and we have 2 minutes to do it. How to win is either you say one game like more than I'd say, or if the timer runs out, the last person that said the game or a game name will win. I will start with Matrix of Empires.
Call of Duty Matrix Warfare.
Matrix Cry.
Zelda Breath of the Matrix.
Cooking Matrix.
Matrix Craft.
Assassin's Matrix Mirage.
Elden Matrix.
Matrix Rising.
Matrix Souls.
Sid Matrix Civilization 7.
Red Dead Matrix.
Grand Matrix Auto.
The Witcher 3 Matrix Hunt.
Let's say Tom Clancy's The Matrix 2.
Horizon Zero Matrix.
Batman Matrix Asylum.
Matrix Born.
Matrix Space.
Fallout New Matrix.
Dying Matrix.
Metal Gear Matrix.
Metal Gear Matrix Revengeance.
Assassin's Creed Enter the Matrix.
Fair. Planet Matrix 2.
Matrix Combat.
Power Matrix Simulator.
Matrix Knight.
Supermarket Matrix.
Super Matrix Bros.
Fall Matrix.
Five Nights at Matrix.
Five Nights at Matrix. What's it called? Security Breach.
Super Matrix Odyssey.
Assassin's Matrix Odyssey.
Dead by Matrix.
And there we go. Time is up, and you said the last game, so you win. Some of those were good, yeah. Okay, so segment 2, or segment 3 actually, is the lightning round. So it's kind of like general questions. You can either like answer briefly or just give a vague answer. First one is, do you mind telling me and the listeners what's your daily routine? Like, for example, something you have to do every day. You have picked up recently, for example, like me. I have to wake up, I have to check my phone first.
I wake up and go to work. When I get home from work, I always have a hoot.
Nice. If you ever were to be any object or creature, that creature being real or fictional, what would you be and why?
A hyena, just because they laugh a lot.
Oh my god, I remember them in The Lion King. Yeah. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve is people who can't take ownership.
Ownership of what? Of their acts?
Yeah, just actions, words, anything. Like, don't do something and then just deny doing it right after. I can't stand that.
Yeah, mine would be lies, but white lies are an exception. Like, for example, let's say you find someone annoying and you want to just like very politely decline without making them feel bad. You would say like, oh sorry, I have something to do, I really need to dip out, or like, oh maybe we could do this another time. Like, those lies, that's okay with me. But like lying just to flex on people or just to prove a point, that's a big no-no. Okay.
Yeah, like going up to someone saying I wrestled a bear. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or for example, let's say my dad owns like a peanut butter, or my cousin owns a peanut butter factory, which is a lie. For example. Okay.
Yeah.
What would you do with $1 million?
What would I do with $1 million? I'd be having my daughter back. I'd get a nice place for my family. And I would invest the rest of it.
Nice. Would you rather have a pause or a rewind button in your life?
That's a good question. I feel like a pause button, just to like say you get heated or you don't know what to say, you can pause and just be like, hey, what?
Reflect on the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Which of these 3 things would you give up if you ever had to? Money, gaming, love.
Money.
Okay.
I don't think you need money to be happy.
Fair. What's one thing you spend a lot of money on besides games?
Food.
There are some food related questions later, but for now, what's your comfort off-stream game?
Comfort off-stream game? Dark and Darker, and then also that Crab Champions game has been
Yeah.
really good lately.
Have you played the Crab Souls game, Another Crab's Treasure?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, some people just find it a bit rageful, but I've seen some other people play that game and enjoy it.
Is it like a Dark Souls, but you're a crab?
Yes, it's underwater, it's Dark Souls, but it's crab. Yeah,
Oh, that could be fun.
yeah. I just watching you kind of like struggle with this, and like as a crab, you're like a baby crab trying to get his family or a crown or something back, and you have to just go through all these bosses underwater, and you could just wear like what do they call these crabs that wear shells or stuff on their back? Some of them do that, like they hide inside of like their shells sometimes. It's a very fun game. Yeah. All right. So, what's one thing or person you cannot live without?
One thing or person I cannot live without. Daughter.
Okay. What are your favorite hobbies? You can name 3 or 1. It's up to you.
Gaming, longboarding, camping.
Nice. Okay. This is the 3-part question. What's one of your all-time favorite songs, or if it's hard to choose, what is one song you've been keeping on repeat lately?
I can't list a favorite song because I go through like phases, but right now it's been the Not Like Us or Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar. Those get me hyped up.
Mine is, because it recently released like last night on Friday, May 2nd, the new Kelly Clarkson song called Where Have You Been? Because her 2017 album Meaning of Life was a bit more, I don't know if you know the Weeknd song Earned It from 50 Shades.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of that style of music, but it's more R&B, more like less her regular pop, or less of her regular rock, but it's more like R&B-ish, more like pop-ish, which is, I really enjoyed that album, and hearing her go back to that style in the latest song is just like killing me in a good way.
Yeah.
Okay, what's one of your all-time favorite movies?
All-time favorite movies? I got 2. The Borderlands movie I really did enjoy, and then Step Brothers. Step Brothers is such a classic.
I like that. I think, is this the one where they say, did we just become best friends? Yup.
We just become best friends? Yep.
Yeah, I love
You want
it.
to go do karate in the garage? Yep.
Oh my god. At first, when I started watching this movie, I couldn't stand it because of like how annoying Will Ferrell's character was, but then I was like, adapt. It got funnier by the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite all-time movies. I am not an action fanatic, but there is kind of like a thriller, a dark drama. And when I say dark drama, I'll tell you why. It's called Lila and Eve. There's two movies I like, Lila and Eve, and I've spoken about this before. Lila and Eve, I recommend you watch it. It doesn't have a good review on IMDb, but it's worth watching. It's about Viola Davis and Jennifer Lopez. It's about a grieving mother, African American mother, whose son gets killed in a shootout, and he's a teenager, and she starts like grieving over him, so she goes to like a place where mothers unite and talk about their problems and grief together. She meets a woman there, which is played by Jennifer Lopez, and she starts befriending Viola Davis's character, and she starts like opening up to that woman. Viola opens up to Jennifer's character, and then sporadically things take a turn where she goes from like, what am I gonna do, to just, I'm gonna take revenge. I'm gonna avenge my son. And she finally tracks down the mafia boss who killed her son and kills him. there's a plot twist. At the end of the movie, they lock her up in an insane facility because Jennifer Lopez's character was never there. She was imagining her.
Ooh.
And because how did they know that? They went through footage of her in the in the courtyard of that church where they meet and talk about their problems or like they grieve together. There was cameras and they seen her talk to the wall. There was no Jennifer Lopez there. No one was there. And then they show us footage of like Viola just talking to herself while we've seen her talk to Jennifer Lopez in another scene of the same scene, but she was never there. So it was just a figment of her imagination. This is what action needs. Instead of like action being kidnaps, drug deals, explosions, cars, heists. It's deja vu and like it's getting tedious. There's another one called Acrimony. I don't know if you know the Medea franchise, the Medea movies. Tyler Perry made Acrimony. I was never expecting a really amazing movie out of Tyler Perry. I love all the Medea movies, even the one that tanked. But Acrimony starts off as drama. It bores you out to a point, but then picks up as psychological thriller. She's a woman. She meets up with someone. Her boyfriend. He keeps on asking money from her just to try and like put it towards his like battery business because he's trying to make like very revolutionary batteries, and they keep failing. So she got to a point where it's like turning into a hassle on her or to her. So she kind of catches him with a woman, I think, in an RV, and she runs or rams his RV with her car, which renders her unable to have children afterwards. So he comes back after a while and he was like, I'm sorry this happened. This is where she breaks up with him. Then I think either a year or a few months, I don't remember it much, I need to rewatch it. He knocks at her door and he's like, well, guess what? I'm rich now. I'm a millionaire. My battery got bought out and I make a lot of money. Just wanted to let you know I also have someone. This is where she starts burning up on the inside, and she kind of like takes a dagger and just tries to scribble out his pictures or him from every picture of them, and she goes psycho there. And at some point she follows him on the yacht. That's the end scene, and where he's seen with his girlfriend instead of Taraji P. Henson, and Taraji tries to shoot him, and she successfully kind of does, but the girlfriend survives, and the tables turn, or the turnstable here, and her leg gets caught up in the anchor, and the girlfriend just lowers the anchor, dragging Taraji onto the water, and that's how the movie ends. I'm like, oh my god, I was never expecting that ending, because we know Taraji is the heroine or the hero of the story, but I think this is when I made up a saying that says, I'm the hero of my own story. In yours, I'd probably die, because people come and go in your life, and yeah, you remain, like you go on with your life, people come and go. Yeah. Okay. I digress. So third part of the question is, what's one of your all-time favorite TV shows or series? And it can include a Netflix show, doesn't matter.
I got two. How I Met Your Mother, top. That's a top tier TV show. And then my second one is Community. I really enjoyed Community.
I've never seen Community, but did you know that they made How I Met Your Father?
I did. I didn't like it as much. I think they went to I wish they brought more characters from the first one in. I think they should have did it a little
They
bit
did.
better.
They did.
And
They brought in Barney. They brought in, I think, what's her name? The redhead woman. What's his name's? Oh my God, I forgot their name. But like,
Lily.
yeah, Lily. I think they brought her at some point, but like Hulu isn't giving these shows a break because they canceled it at season 2, and I was enjoying it. And I think Hilary Duff should have been given more credit, and it should have at least ended not on a cliffhanger, like they did with Two Broke Girls. Two Broke Girls wasn't Hulu, but they ended it on a cliffhanger, and I loved
Yeah.
Two Broke Girls. And the same happened with a show that Max from Two Broke Girls, Kat Dennings, played in. It's called Dollface. 2 seasons,
Oh,
and they
yeah,
called
yeah.
it quits. And it was another cliffhanger, and I raged. I was like, wanted to send Hulu an email, raged. I'm like, why do you keep canceling the good shows? And recently, they canceled Chucky, the series, and I'm sad about it because at the last episode of season 3, Chucky said, I'll see you in the next season. And that's a little bit off-putting. I know it was like Sci-Fi's highest viewed show, but I don't think it did well, like ratings wise, but like it was the highest viewed show.
One of the remakes that's out right now that I've actually kind of been enjoying was the that 90s show.
Oh yeah,
That one's been pretty good.
yeah,
I think they brought it back well in the sense of like it actually kind of feels like that 70s show.
yeah. I've never seen them, but I know that Ashton and Mila are both in it, and they're married now.
Yep.
Yeah. When was the last time you stepped out of your comfort zone?
When February when I started streaming. I'm normally like a super shy person, and I think streaming kind of opened it up where I'm not as shy anymore.
Mm-hmm. I gave lessons in that because I'm 31. I'm turning 31 this year, but like going back 10 or 11 years in the past when I was 20, or actually in the tens, like in my tens, the teenage days, I used to go to a summer school where there was like a theater class, and when I turned 20, they asked me to just give acting courses for children. I told them, I know that you might need someone else, but can I choose the age range? Because there were like different age range, like 3 and 4 years old together, 5, 7 years old together, and then there's the 8, 10 together, and then there's the 11 to 18 years old together. I was like, I'd rather take the teenagers because I don't want to deal with kids. And they were like, okay. So what I did here is I taught kids, or like those teens, how to build their self-esteem up. Like some of them were very shy to perform in front of their other mates. I'm like, just close your eyes, don't imagine anything, close your eyes, no one's there. I even, like, they couldn't even do it at some point. I even told everybody, like, just please leave the place. And then I was the only one watching them, and they performed so well. I'm like, I want you to do that again, but with people watching you, so you don't get that. So I told them, like, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I built their self-esteem, and there's one of them who's my neighbor in the street, in the same street. When he sees me, he's like, he still thanks me to that day for that. Yeah. If you had an alter ego, what would it be named, and what would they do?
I had an alter ego. I feel like its name would be Dylan.
Okay. What would they do?
And I think they'd backpack.
Okay.
They would go travel and backpack.
Okay. Mine would be the polar opposite of my character. Like, mine would be called, I don't know if I want to call them Lucifer or something, but probably, I haven't come up with a name yet, but they would be, as I said, the polar opposite of my character. Whereas, like, how nice am I? Like, they would be as nice as I am. They would be evil. Like, they would do their best to just, like, destroy others. Like everything I do, it's the opposite. So I don't want that, because I myself, I'm not nice all the time. I'm not mean all the time. Everything in life has yin and yang, has like black and white. Like not everybody is nice all the time, not everybody is mean all the time. Okay, let's say if your life was ever to be a video game or a movie, what would it be named and why?
Legend of the Matrix or Legend of the Bonk.
Nice, I like that. Mine would be called ... like those three dots. Probably WTF or What Now? Yeah. Which of wait. If you had the chance to switch lives with one celebrity from today, or probably politician, probably influencer, any famous person on earth, for one day, live their life, who would it be and why?
Rhett or Link from Good Mythical Morning. I just think what they do is awesome. You know, like the taste test. I would love to be like on that show doing like a will it pizza or whatever whatever their next one would be. I would love to do that.
Yeah, mine would be Kim Kardashian for 3 reasons. One, I want to see what goes on in behind the scenes, and I'm pretty sure, because every time I do something similar, like I say like, hey, I want to go there, there's always people there in that place, and when I go there, there's no one. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a boring day, but I'll take it. Second thing is I'm gonna try sending money to my family and have her sign like a no return policy, like as her, like you cannot return it, no one will ever know. And the third thing is I want to call her sisters names, like listen here you bitch, listen here you slut or something. Okay, if you had one special superpower, what would it be and why, and how would you use it?
Super strength.
Nice. How would you use it? Like for what? On people?
Oh, for work. For work.
Okay.
I get done so much more stuff in just one go.
Yeah. Kind of like Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine would be teleportation.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Where would you teleport to first?
For example, I'd teleport to California, probably visit my grandparents, my friends in the US. Let's say I'd go to Canada without like being told like, hey, what are you doing here? Like, I don't know. Okay. What's something you always wanted to learn but you didn't find time for?
Coding. I used to do like coding and mod menus way back on like the Wii days.
Wow.
And I did really good in computer science in high school, and then after that I never really got much into it.
Mm-hmm.
After high school it was like, okay, I want to take a year off and then I'll go into school, and then I took a year off, started making money, and it's like, hey, I just want to make more money.
Yeah. Probably I would love to, not coding, but like I would love to well, you gave me an idea for a great question. I'm gonna try now. Like, if you would pick any other job that's probably in the gaming industry or anything that has to do with like media, social media, television, which job would you pick?
I would do the help like code games.
Okay, same. Mine.
It's fun, but it's so stressful.
Yeah.
Back when I used to do mod menus, you would do the whole lines of code. You would get everything set up, then you'd plug it in. It'd say syntax error, and now you got to go through your whole code and figure out where you went wrong.
One dot or one semicolon can break everything. I know that.
Yep.
Mine would be probably. I would really like to either be a video game tester or probably have my own like video game selling platform, but I would sell abandonware titles, like for example The Simpsons Hit and Run. You can't find it anywhere anymore. You can't buy it anywhere. I would love to just contact whoever owns it, or whoever owned in the past tense owned it, and I would love to just like, hey, you'd have a share of the money, but like, can I sell this as well? And same, it used to be the same with Sims 2 and Sims 1, but now they release it on Steam. So yeah, okay. What's your biggest insecurity?
Biggest insecurity? My shyness, because sometimes I'll be like at work talking to my bosses or whoever, and I'll just start like sometimes I'll stutter or like just struggle to find those words.
Yeah. Okay. The next questions are food related. What's your favorite drink of choice?
Drink of choice. Is this like alcoholic or just any?
Your call.
For alcohol, Okanagan's. It's like a BC based apple cider. And it just tastes like apple juice. It's so good. And then for non-alcoholic, I think I would have to go. I think the pink zero sugar Gatorade, the berry flavor.
Oh wow,
that's good.
Wow, yeah. Mine would be alcohol related, like alcoholic drink. A Jaeger bomb, but I do it with a twist. Jaeger bomb is usually like Jaeger and some or a Jaeger shot. You put it in some energy drinks. I add vodka and I add a sparkling drink to it, and it's so good.
But you put the Jaeger bomb into a mix of a sparkling drink with vodka?
No. I do it the European way, like how they drop the shot glass inside of that, but inside of the glass of like energy drink. But I fill the shot cup. I pour it into the energy drink. Then I add vodka and I add sparkling.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
I might have to try that.
I recommend it. Yeah. What's the weirdest food you've ever had?
Weirdest food I've ever had. Head cheese. Not out of my own, like I didn't like free willingly go get head cheese. It was in high school. It was like you pick a straw, and it was like for a Halloween thing that we were doing. And we all had to pick a straw, and it gave you a number, and there was 4 numbers, and I opened up what I got, and it was a brick of head cheese, and I took a bite, and that was the nastiest thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Oh wow, I don't know what head cheese are.
I want to say it's either pig brain. I don't remember what it is. It's not good. Yeah, okay. It's not good.
Yeah, mine would be little baby squids. So my cousin likes to experiment with her food, and instead of like doing the traditional curry, she took all the curry sauces and like the flavorings, she mixed them with the rice to transform the rice into like a yellow color, or like a lime yellow or a lime green color, like the color of curry. And then she added little baby squids inside of it. I was like taking them out, and then I saw my father pouring me like a plate of it, and I was like, does this have squids? He's like, just eat. If there's any, just take them out. And I tasted it. I asked 2 things: what is this thing? Why is it delicious? And take it out of my mouth. Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite comfort food of all time?
Pizza.
Any specific flavor, toppings or kind?
Pepperoni bacon. Wow. And if it's not pizza, it's chicken wings. I could just.
Yeah. Mine would be either chocolate or pineapple pizza.
Oh, not the pineapple pizza.
I'm sorry, I'm a big fan.
I used to be such a hater on pineapple pizza, and then I had it one time from a certain place, and it actually like it was better. Maybe I just need like better quality pineapple on it, not that stuff out of a can.
Yeah, my cousin has a pizza place, or had a pizza place. Now he's like, I'm closing it down, I'm traveling. They had like weird weird flavors. Instead of like a pineapple pizza, he used to put mangoes on pizza instead.
Ooh, that might actually be good though.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite foods from the state you live in or from the country you live in that you want to introduce people to?
Poutine.
Nice.
Poutine is Canadian fries, cheese curds, gravy. You just need to try it. Don't go putting shredded cheese on fries with gravy. That's not it. You need cheese curds.
Yeah. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Whole meal or
any meal?
Steak and stuffed potatoes.
Oh, yum, yum. Now, the new segment is called Truth Serum, segment 4. In this segment, Matrix and I will be playing something similar to Never Have I Ever, but with a twist at the end. The rules are simple. I will ask 10 rapid questions, and you have to say I have or I have not, depending on whether you did what is in the question or not. At the end, you have to confess something you've done on Twitch or IRL, it's up to you, that you regret. It can be something you've confessed about before, or it can be the first time you're confessing about it. Are you ready?
Yep.
Alright. Have you ever stolen something?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever eaten something off the floor?
I have.
Okay. Have you ever lied about something and then got called out for?
I have.
Okay. Have you ever cheated on someone? Can be a lover or a friend.
I have not.
Okay. Have you ever hurt someone? It can be either physically or virtually. For example, have you been toxic or mean to someone?
I have.
Okay. Have you ever taken someone's thing and broke it or damaged it?
I have.
Okay. Have you ever been kicked out of any place?
I have not.
Okay. Have you ever gone streaking or swam naked?
I have.
Okay. Have you ever taken drugs?
I have.
Have you ever driven drunk or drunk texted someone?
I have.
Okay. Now it's confessional time. I would like to hear a confession from you about something very bad that you've done, whether online, let's say on Twitch or social media, or IRL, that you regret so much and wish you've never done.
I just gotta think here. I got super drunk one time, and I used to live it was 45 minutes out of the city. Super drunk. And party ended and we had to get home, and my dumbass decided, oh yeah, I'm just gonna drive 45 minutes on the highway. And I don't know how I got home, because I think I might have blacked out on the ride, on the drive to this town. All I remember is opening my eyes or just cluing back into what I'm doing, and I was in my town sitting out front of my house. I was like, how did I get here? But I made it.
Nice.
Just regret doing it because it's what if it because obviously I don't remember the whole drive, so it's fuck, anything could have happened. I could have hit someone and just.
This is segment 5, which is the mental health segment. In this segment, we'll be talking about a lot of things between mental health and life experience. In the past, I've spoken about very heavy stuff, like rape, abduction, self-harm, attempt of suicide. There's a lot of dark stories or dark things that we've spoken about, the guests and myself. This is not an easy subject to talk about. If today's subject or any other episode subject makes you feel like uncomfortable and you feel like you want to dip out, don't hesitate. It's up to you. But I asked Matrix today, or not today, like earlier in the week, what he'd like to discuss. And he said life experience. Because I asked him whether it's mental health or life experience. So he said it kind of ties into mental health. And that you also said that you have a daughter you haven't had contact with for the last year and a half. You do the whole Twitch thing on top of working full-time as a way of hopefully making extra money so you could finally afford to get a lawyer and see her again. That's a very harsh thing, and I understand the struggle. I'm gonna shut up, so please tell the whole story from A to Z. I'll be listening.
So, me and my baby mama, like, just two people that brought the worst out of each other. We split ways. She took my kid, and it was like I was out of town for work for the week, and she just stopped messaging me, and I got home and everything was gone. The only thing that was left was my clothes, my dresser, my bed, everything that was mine. She took everything from my kid. Anything I bought for my kid, took it all. So we like, I started seeing her then, and her and her new man at the time were just causing issues for me. Every time I went to go pick up the kid, they would just trash talk me in front of my daughter. Absolutely trash talk me. And the one time I just had enough of it, and I got into the one guy's face, and I was like, hey, I gave my daughter to the mom, went into his face, and I was like, you need to stop talking about me in front of my kid. I was like, she has no reason being in the middle of this. If you guys hate me, you guys can talk about it privately, but don't bring it up in front of my kid. And right after, like, I pushed him away from me because he got in my face more. So I pushed him away from me, got into my car, and I went home. And then since that day, they just won't let me see my kid anymore. I messaged every day for the last year and a half saying, hey, can I talk to her? Can I voice call her? Can I see her? Like, what is going on? And she just won't. I've messaged their lawyer. Their lawyers duck me. Like, their lawyers won't even message me now. So it's just to the point where I need a lawyer. I already have to pay rent, car payments, all that stuff. And, like, with the economy right now, like, once you pay all that stuff off, you don't really have much money to save up for a lawyer. So it's just slowly climbing. Every check, once I pay off all my bills, I have like $50 more than I had the last time, and it's just a slow climb. But that's the goal, is just hopefully getting some extra money on the side doing Twitch, on top of working construction full-time, and then just hopefully being able to afford that lawyer to get my daughter back in my life. It's been a struggle. There's days where it's just like, I don't want to get up, I don't want to do anything. I just, like, all I want is my daughter.
Yeah. I know you probably mentioned this, but I will probably ask again, like, do you mind going through the story of, like, what went wrong with your baby mama, if it's okay, like, what led to this, and how bad is the struggle, or this whole ongoing battle with you to get your daughter back?
The baby mama, me and her, we brought out, like I said, the worst in each other. Like, she would trap me in a room and just start screaming at me, and she wouldn't let me leave the room.
Oh,
so
wow.
she, like, kind of put me in that place where it's like the only way I can get out of this house to cool down is to just, like, move her to the side. So I had, like, the one time I had to push her to the side. I didn't push her over, but I had to push her to the side just to get out of the room and just be like, hey, you need to leave me alone because you need to let me breathe. And it was just like that situation where she wouldn't let me have that space, so then I got more heated, and then she would get more heated, and then we'd just be at each other's throats all the time. No matter what, there was just no peace. After we had my daughter, there was just no peace. It was like we were always at each other's throats. The time when she left, it was weird. I was driving to work. She was dropping me off so she could use my car, because she didn't have a car. She had to use my car. Yeah. And she dropped me off at work, and the whole way there, she's just reaming me out for screaming me out, going to work, blah 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 blah. So I was like, hey, like you need to stop. Like I'm going to work. Why are you making me leave for a week on bad terms? Like we couldn't have had a nice time. And she just kept going. So it was just a yelling car ride to the city. And then she dropped me off, got home, and it was like 5 hours later, also like she was messaging me fine. Like the moment we got back, she was messaging me fine, and then all of a sudden, boom, nothing. And I was like, okay, something's going on. And then I had my parents go to my house and check, and they're like, yeah, like everything's gone.
Yeah, but like when you met, did she show signs of that, or did it happen like later on?
No, it happened probably about 5 months in.
Oh wow.
Like signs right off the bat, like we were happy, everything was going good, and then yeah, it was just like 5 months in, it was like, hey, like it just switched, and we were just at each other's throats.
Yeah, but like, I don't know about Canadian law, but like, is there anything that you could just like, let's not say blackmail her with, but like, just shove it up her nose, that says that somewhere in the law that lets you or allows you to see your daughter as her father, or there isn't such a thing?
There is, but the thing is now she won't message me. I've reached out to her mom, her dad. No one in her family will even respond to anyone in my family at all.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in my family has tried. Like I said, I've reached out to her lawyer.
Okay.
And her lawyer wouldn't even respond to me. There is my only hope right now is either getting a lawyer or representing myself, and then I have to get a private investigator because I don't know where she lives, because she won't tell me where my daughter resides. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
She has kept me in the dark on my whole daughter's life.
Have you first thing, how old is your daughter, if it's okay me asking?
My daughter now is 5, turning 6 in October.
Oh wow. Okay. So second of all, do you know any of her best friends, any of her friends?
No.
Okay.
She, like everyone who she was friends with in our relationship, is still friends with me, but do not talk to her anymore because she kind of went off on everyone. She basically went on that rampage of like, if you talk to Caden, then I'm not talking to you no more, or if you talk to.
Yeah. So, do you know? Stupid question, but like I'm sure you know her full name and family name and stuff. But can you use that at the mayor's office or at any city hall or something to just track her down?
I don't know.
Can you try?
I actually haven't tried that. The most I've tried is like I've contacted RCMP and been like, hey, like what can you guys do? Like this is technically kidnapping. Like
Yeah.
I'm on the birth certificate. I'm her father, and I haven't been able to have contact. And even the cops told me like you have to go to take her to family court.
Yeah, but no, like try what I told you. Like go to probably city hall or like anything that's government related, or like any organization that helps with these. Make sure it's an NGO, or like, because I know like big organizations sometimes tend to not help you without charging you. So try either the first method, which is like go to city hall or go to any mayor of any town, all the potential towns, probably go to somewhere government related, open her file up, like try to track her down, tell them that it might I know it sounds like an action movie or a movie like, but like it might work, it might give you a lead. And once you know that, don't go straight ahead to her house. Just try and send either cops to her place, or I don't know, like try getting a cease and desist, or try filing something against her.
Yeah, and that's been the plan that we're kind of working on.
Yeah, but try the city hall thing. And second of all, the government or the government, sorry, the NGO or like any organization that you're sure can help you without any ridiculous charge, try reaching out to them. Try googling any Canadian organizations, any possible.
Yeah, there's been a couple that I've actually tried. There's a couple like pro bono laws and all that stuff. And the sad thing is the way it works in Canada is they only apply to you. They'll only help you with pro bono or any free type of law or lawyers if you are under a certain tax bracket. And I make too much money to be under that tax bracket.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like try. Have you reached out to governmental organizations or non-governmental ones?
A couple, not many.
Okay.
Like I said, we also have a lawyer friend, so some of our friends are trying to help us out get this all sorted out too.
Yeah.
Seeing what I can, like, because I'm also a Métis, so there's a couple Métis organizations around that will help out with the law stuff and with all that stuff. And one of our friends actually is a big part of the Métis Association here, so we've been in talks with them and seeing what she can do, because she used to be a lawyer and now she just runs the Métis organization. So
yeah, I mean, since now you mentioned that you have a lawyer friend, maybe try bringing the city hall thing up with your lawyer. Maybe he can go through files more like in a more. I'm not saying the way I'm telling you to do or what to do is illegal. No, like I know a lot of people here that do that sometimes. I don't know how it works in Canada, but like you could always try. Like if you get to the bottom of things that way, just try and get to her address, know where she lives, and probably either try sending cops to her place or try, as I said, like cease and desist. But bring it up with your lawyer first.
yeah.
All right. Anyways, thank you for your time, ATRiiX. I enjoyed this episode. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I don't believe so. Just make sure everyone's here, and make sure everyone follows Bluesfer here. The way he runs his streams, the way he runs the podcast, and helping support smaller streamers. Make sure you guys are all tuning in and everything to him.
I appreciate that, but I'm the one who should say this here. As I say every single episode, like go follow ATRiiX. If you find it hard to spell his username, it's basically the episode handle or how it's spelled in the episode name, because it's gonna be episode 93 ATRiiX. How it's spelled. Go look for him on Twitch. Go follow him, and I hope you guys like how the podcast thumbnail looks now, because I changed everything. I revamped kind of stuff because I'm very close to episode 100, and in episode 100 some of my friends want me to be on episode 100, like they want to interview me, and I'm down for it. But I'm also like anxious because I'm doing this to myself by adding the truth serum segment, because I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot to say. I have a whole ass story that could be turned into a novel easily, but we'll keep it at that. Anyways, thank you again for the time, ATRiiX.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. And thank you to everybody who still is a listener. I appreciate every single one of you. This episode is recorded in May, on May 3rd, but this will come out probably either at the end of the month or in June. But keep an eye out. I'm not very far. It's probably going to be like at the end of the month, because in July it's going to be episode 100. But until then, take care of yourselves and stay wonderful. Bye.